Hey guys, this is Andres from the Ventura County Squawk Box. On today's episode, I have Mayor Charlotte Craven from the city of Camarillo. She emphasizes the importance of the small town feel of Camarillo along with their sense of community. They're bringing back the concerts in the park. We talk about city of Camarillo versus Pleasant Valley Recreation, how important it is for them to work together to have places for the youth in Camarillo to be able to go out and exercise. Anyway, here's the show. Mayor Craven, City of Camarillo, thank you for making time for me today. I looked over your bio on the city website. You are very involved in the city and other organizations. Been in city council in Camarillo for quite a while. Can you please give us a short bio on who you are and why you serve on the council and why you serve as mayor?
I have been on the city council since December of 1986. So that's quite a few years. Camarillo rotates mayors. So this is my 8th time of being mayor.
Mm-hmm.
And I thank my fellow council members for that privilege. It's an honor to serve the people of Camarillo. I first got involved and ran for city council because I was concerned about the cost of housing for young families. My concern has always been for young families. We have a lot of housing for lower income senior citizens. And I know a lot of people are concerned about the homeless, but my concern is about children who need a good home. And so when I first became concerned about this, it was, about 1978. And there was a place in Camarillo called Citrus Court. And on Father's Day, the owner, who didn't live in this country, lived in the Middle East, had somebody serve eviction notice to all 28 families that lived there. And there were a lot of children. And that really tugged at my heartstrings. And I became a housing activist for families, especially the children, wanting them to have a home. And I was very concerned about the cost of housing that. That was back in the 70s. And I believe the cost of, say, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, maybe 1,200 square foot house then was about $45,000-$50,000. And as you can tell, it's gone up a whole lot since then, but it's still my concern.
Yeah, times have changed. So the motto of the city of Camarillo is "The people are the city."
Right.
You guys do have the outlets in the movie theater, and you have a lot of industry there, Amazon distribution and all that stuff. But I do see when I go into town that it is a very small town feel when you go into town. Is that very important to you as a citizen and you as a council member?
It's very important to most of the people of Camarillo to have that small town feel. Camarillo is in 19 and a half square miles, but we do have 70,000 people, which is a significant number of people any place but Southern California. When you're 50 miles from a population base of millions and millions and millions, more than 15 million, 70,000 seems pretty small, but it's really a good sized town. So we have always looked to have a good economic base. When we hired Bill Little to be our city manager, he said we need to find some long-term steady sources of income for the city of Camarillo. So we worked very hard to get a part of the property tax. At that time, Camarillo, Thousand Oaks, and Simi Valley got zero property tax dollars. And we got a piece of legislation passed so that the 58 no property tax cities in California got a portion of it. And now we get 4.5% of the property tax. While other cities get more, but they provide more services too. So we got that. And then we attracted the outlet centers. The property tax gives us about $6 million a year in general fund income. and the outlet centers give us about $6 million a year in sales tax income. And you might be interested. A lot of people think, oh, I pay all of the property tax. What are you doing with it? Well, we only get 4.5%. The county and the state split the rest. As far as sales tax, we get 19, no, we don't. We get 15/16 of 1% of the sales tax that's paid.
Yeah.
The state and the county get the rest.
Well, it's quite a small fraction.
It is.
So, is there anything that you think is important that you should communicate to the citizens of Camarillo that you may be able to provide more context, being involved in the city, that you want them to understand or know about?
I think that right now it's important that people understand that their city and also their county are doing well, and the other cities. For a long time, last year, we thought it was going to be dire straits. Everybody cut their budgets. And this year, our budgets are all going back up because the federal government has sent money to pay for water bills that people couldn't pay, sewer bills people couldn't pay. They've given us money to replace the money that was lost because of the lost business from COVID-19. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. So it's important for people to understand that.
And coming out of COVID, I mean, here I think I saw the latest update is June 1st. We're now in the lowest tier. How has the city, helped mitigate any issues that their citizens have had as a result of slow monetary slowdown or loss of jobs, or how have you helped the citizens of Camarillo?
I wish I were more of a numbers person, and I can't give you exact numbers, but I can tell you the programs we've provided. We provided more than $1 million in grants to businesses, Camarillo local businesses, not big chains.
Right.
So that they could keep going. We provided grants to all of the licensed child care agencies in town. And there are some child care agencies that are not licensed child care agencies, but these were from places that had six, only six in it, because it's a neighborhood thing, on up to bigger ones.
Yeah.
As businesses opened, we did everything we could. Our code enforcement, our economic development person, we sent people out to make sure that the day they could do something because of a new possibility to open, or because the governor clarified something, we had them out there saying, how can we help you? We provided grants to businesses that wanted to open outdoors, such as fitness facilities or restaurants, and some others that needed to have safety features, those
barricades.
Pardon?
The barricades?
The barricades that you fill with water, those things. We gave companies money. They had to apply for it, but
right.
And show that they had purchased the products. I mean, we weren't just out in the street handing out $50 bills.
Yeah, right.
But you had to show us that you had gotten them, and we would reimburse you. Or if you hadn't paid the bill yet, then you could pay the bill with that money. We did everything we could think of to allow businesses to keep going. We diminished the amount of parking that was required for many restaurants, so they could take up parking spaces that we had required, and put up tents. And gosh, for a good part of the fall and winter, they were still serving outdoors because there was no indoor service at restaurants.
Right.
And so we worked as much as we could with the people, trying to not tell them you're doing it wrong, but to get out there and say, here's how you need to do it. How can we help you do it right?
Right. No, that's good. You keep the wheels grinding, and it's easier to move an already moving ship than it is to start one up from zero.
Right.
Okay. So, um, community. My daughter swims in the on the Pleasant Valley swim team, and so they split time between Camarillo High School and the Pleasant Valley pool. I work in Thousand Oaks. On the way to work, there's that huge grass soccer softball facility on the side of the freeway.
Right.
Children's recreation, is it a big deal for the city of Camarillo?
Children's recreation is a big deal for the city of Camarillo, but recreation is one thing that a lot of people don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's just say Oxnard, Ventura are what's called full service cities. So the recreation department, the parks departments are under the auspices of the city.
Mm-hmm.
In Camarillo, the Pleasant Valley Recreation and Park District is its own separate government agency.
Mm.
And it has its own elected board of officials. It is actually older than the city of Camarillo, and
Wow.
it's much larger than the city of Camarillo.
Hmm.
That being said, the city does work hand in hand with them. We have made sure that all of the developers give the amount of land they need to provide parks, donate that.
Mm-hmm.
And we also work with them to get a lot of them to provide extra money so that, and that money would have to go for capital facilities of some kind, not operations.
Mm-hmm.
We, until COVID came in, we were working with them very much. The city has dedicated $8 million to a senior center, to build a new senior center. And once COVID came in, they realized this has just got to be put on hold for a while. So I
Right.
think maybe in another year.
Mm-hmm.
The city provides the money, and the Recreation and Park District provides the staff to provide the concerts in the park.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to have 4 concerts in the park this year.
Mm-hmm.
They'll start a couple weeks after the 4th of July. We also are providing the money for the 4th of July fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be that we would provide part of it, but this year, and we're just going ahead with it.
Right.
And it's going to be held in a field kind of behind the outlet center this year. The Heegees have graciously donated the field, and people can see it from any place really in Western Camarillo, probably in Eastern Camarillo too. It's all going to be aerials. There's nothing on the ground. So people don't have to try to get up close.
Right.
Although the outlet center has said that people can park there. The soccer field, 110 acres, and I believe there's some softball fields over there
Yes.
too. Those the city had as a condition of development that 110 acres be donated to the Recreation and Park District for the soccer fields.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe they have done a good job in not just making that happen, but in keeping them up. And there's a lot to the upkeep of things that kids are running around on all the time.
Oh yeah, I played adult soccer games there, and that's a very nice facility, well maintained. I mean, I think you say turf shoes only to maintain the grass, so you are taking a proactive approach to making sure that they last quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the concerts in the park are very important. I mean, not just people from Camarillo enjoy those. I know people around where I live and at work, and they always talk about going to those concerts, and it's always a good time from what I hear.
Oh, you should have heard us planning them a couple of weeks ago when we still thought that you could only have so many people in a circle, and it was going to be limited. Where we
you were torn
on both sides of the issue, because we didn't know what to do with all the people who were going to be standing outside.
Right.
And now that the requirements are gone, it will be a or not now, but by June 17th,
Right.
that the requirements will be gone. And by the time we have the concerts, so people will be able to come and they'll be able to be with their friends. They'll be able to get out of their circle and go talk to other people just like they used to in the past.
Right.
And I think it's going to be a great thing to bring the people of Camarillo together again and make them think, okay, this COVID thing is pretty much gone.
Right. Yeah. Brighter skies are ahead for sure.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Is there anything else that you would like to let everyone know? Again, I hope this isn't the last time that we speak. If you ever feel that there's something that you need to get out to your citizens, don't hesitate to call me. We can schedule another interview. But for now, is there anything that you think is something that your citizens need to know coming from you?
I think that's just about it.
Well,
And you will most likely hear from me by email because
Yeah.
I'm much better at emailing people than picking up the telephone. My
Yeah.
telephone rings so much.
No, yeah, and I'm a text message email guy too, so
Okay.
yeah, not a problem. Okay, well, thank you for your time, and you have a good rest of your evening.
And you too, Andres.
Great, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thanks for listening. That was Mayor Charlotte Craven from the city of Camarillo. Please like and subscribe and share. If you don't see or hear your city official or city staff on this on the show, please reach out to them and send them a link, and we can hook up and I can schedule them an interview on the show. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys next time.